That's a simple, very simple and very tiny thing that can change your voice into very wide. Let's see it together. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thomas Love here from One Lens Only, and today I know we are switching from street photography to video to audio to whatever, but I'm very happy because there's nothing better than new toy day. Now, the new toy, you know me, I'm a One Lens Only guy, so there's not much tampering with the glasses or the cameras. I like discuss about it, but this is a simple little add to my gear because it's a series camera adapter, and as I will show you in 1 second, it will allow you, well, first to get rid of all the cables, because plugging in the mic jack 3.5mm, it's a pain in the neck, we know it, and then it's always in the way, then you cannot flip the screen, you need to use an external monitor, so on and so forth. You know the hustle. But with this thing, not only you go back to using a full wireless mic, as I had, if you missed the episodes, please find them up here. We tried some mics because the new generation of Sony cameras, you can plug them in directly into the hot shoe and they will give the input and the audio directly in your recording. So very good thing. Sony mics are not this great quality, reason for which I switched and went back to DJI. I like the DJI. It comes with a little pouch. This is the mic mini, so it's not expensive. It's not the mic 2, mic 3, the one that you have to plug in and charge many batteries and different transmitters. But this one is particularly good because first, it's super tiny. You can see here. You can eventually use it with the magnet and put it in front of your chest, so the audio is great. But when you mount it with this little adapter, then it gives you the chance to record 24-bit audio inside your video. And so you can upgrade, let's say, upgrade from 16-bit audio to 24-bit audio. Of course, it's not a 32-bit audio float that you will have with the Sony, with the Lumix, with other cameras, but it is good enough, I have to say. I'm a YouTuber, I'm no Hollywood director, so this is fair enough to me because 24-bit, it's already an improvement. And so I don't know if you can witness the change. I'm using it right now as we speak. It's a 24-bit audio, and I will anyway process it with Adobe Enhance. So all the buzz, the background noise will be cleaned out, and ideally there's no peaking, or at least that's less peaking, less risk of peaking. So coming back to this little accessory, there are two different ones. There's the very new one that you can flip up and it's covered, and it's the design is a bit better, and you can use it with the DJI Mic 3, while this goes for DJI Mic and for the Mini. So do a little research before you purchase. I will put the link down here below for Amazon for both types. I discovered that this was the one compatible with my Mic Mini. So let's see together in detail what it is, how small it is, and how to mount it on the camera. Now bear with me a sec because I'm using the internal mic because I want to show you both solutions. So this is what we normally do. You plug the mic jack into the 3.5mm hole, and then you have the receiver, and eventually you put the transmitter where it doesn't cover your mouth, when it doesn't get any wind, so on and so forth. So this is solution number one. It's a Holy Land. I've used it for a while. The plus is that it also gave you the TRRS mic jack, so you can eventually use it also for the smartphone when I'm using to record, like my smartphone, like right now, because I place it on the gimbal. Solution number two, this is the DJI Mic Mini, which I purchased just because this one is the transmitter, can get along very well with my phone, so eventually I don't need to plug in the receiver when I'm using it with the phone. But if I'm using it with the camera, same thing, you have the 3.5mm jack, and then you need to place the receiver somewhere. I can use the cold shoe here on my small rig mount, and then you use the transmitter. This has the cut fur, so it prevents the wind from getting into the mic. Same thing. But now, with this series camera adapter, I'll show you some magic. Now, yes, I'm opening up the box. There are these I don't know, it's adhesive something. Big box for nothing because the adapter is teeny tiny and very small. And what you would normally do is that once you get this out, you don't need the 3.5mm jack anymore. Why is that? Because in the bag that I purchased, you have this USB-C adapter that you can put in the receiver. So now we plug that out, okay, you hear it clicking, and then this goes directly into the hot shoe of the camera, because Sony, they have this new kind of hot shoe where the mic can input directly into the audio of the recording. And here, this one, that's the only tough thing, because if you want to use this one and have it very stable, you will have to mount it on the other way around. Normally you will have the light here that signals that you are using it and it's all is good. And then eventually we switch this on. We can switch on the receiver as well. And I'm showing you some magic because we are already in video mode. It's alright. When you go to the settings, audio recording, here eventually you can choose the 24-bit. I don't know if it's visible or not. Here it gives you the chance to record 24-bit, while otherwise I was normally recording in 16-bit when plugging into the 3.5 mic. When plugging into the 3.5 mic jack in the external door here on the camera, while right now I can go and use the 24-bit 2-channel, well, 2-channel because it's stereo, 4-channel if you have 2 mics, but I only have one. So I'm happily switching with that. I'm happily avoiding having any cables right now. And now let's go back to the video because I want to let you hear what this 24-bit mic jack means. So as you can see, there's not much of a difference, but you only have to pick up your brand. I used to have Holyland. Holyland, it was a very good value for money, and the specialty of this one is that I could plug it into my smartphone because it had the TRS cable included in that, and they cost the same, $30, $40, $50, whatever. You can find promos here and there for the DJI mic Mini. This is particularly good because it talks directly to my smartphone, which I'm now using as a monitor, but from time to time I put it on the gimbal and I just record the episodes with that one, so I don't need to plug in the receiver when I'm using the smartphone. So this is why I purchased the DJI mic Mini, and now with this little ad, it also talks directly to the Sony camera with no cables, and it gives me the 24-bit audio, which I was not craving, I have to say, but it's a good enhancement. And so I'm very happy because from time to time, either I'm investing more time to improve my skills or to learn new things. When it comes down to video, well, of course, you know that the audio is the most important part of the video. If I cover my face and I keep talking, you would probably keep listening, but if you start having buzzing or background noise, you will switch it off immediately. So guys, this is highly recommended. It's just a few bucks. I think I paid it 25 euros, shipping and taxes included, from the DJI store. And with that, I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, please remember to like it, share it on your social media, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any videos to come, and I guess I will see you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.